Hi, fellow Amazonians, my fellow compatriots. God bless each and every one. Today is the 1st of November 2019. Permit me to thank everyone. A shout out to all Amazonians all over the world, especially those in Ground Zero, those internally displaced in the bushes and forests, those in refugee camps, those in refugee houses, Ghana, Nigeria, across the Mediterranean, those across the Pacific and Atlantic, those in the South America, those in the Gulf of Mexico, and everywhere around the world. Congratulations to all of you. Fellow brothers and sisters, this week the new month has started bigly and fatly. In what we see, the international community has turned against the terrorist Taliban regime of Cameroon on our favor. We want to start by thanking the US, American President Donald J. Trump. Wonderful President Trump that has given a sanction to Cameroon. The economic sanction ranges from duty-free, removing Cameroon from duty-free trade. What do I mean by duty-free trade is that for over the years, Cameroon, under the AGOA project of the sub-Saharan African countries, where Cameroon was able to market their products freely without tax, market all the oil that they steal from Amazonia, market all the crude oil, the timber, cocoa, coffee, all their cash crops, and all their trade in marketing objects. Cameroon was able to sell to the international market duty-free, means without taxes. Because of the high level of competition, all the sub-Saharan countries in Africa are able to do their trade duty-free. Meaning that Cameroon will be heavily taxed. A lot of embargoes and tariffs have been placed to Cameroon, which means that at this time, Cameroon will only do trade as at a deficit. Meaning that if Cameroon insists to do trade, they will only do it at a loss, at a deficit. That means Cameroon will be loser. And other countries under the AGOA project will be doing very flourishing in business. That is a big and fattest winning for Amazonia. Maybe you don't know what that economic sanction entails. It means that for any trade Cameroon endeavors, they are going to lose bigly and fatly, because any product from Cameroon has been heavily placed under a tax system. Yes, Cameroon, there is what they call international trade, where any country can trade. Cameroon has not been restricted from trading. But the AGOA autonomy, the AGOA privilege has been taken away from Cameroon. Cameroon has lost its eligibility to trade under free trade in Africa, in sub-Saharan countries in Africa, where they trade without paying taxes. Now, heavy taxes have been imposed into Cameroon. So the neighboring countries that are under that AGOA are now able to trade freely without any competition. They don't have taxes, they trade. Cameroon can no longer do trade anymore. In other words, Cameroon is finished. Cameroon has been flattened and wiped out from the international trade system. Cameroon cannot do any trade again to anywhere around the world, where they are going to ship it through what? Through what medium? When Cameroon ship anything, it is no more under Cameroon sphere of influence, no more under the territorial integrity of Cameroon. For Cameroon to ship anything, it must pass from Atlantic or Pacific. And now all the routes in Atlantic and Pacific are blocked from Cameroon. Whether you are shipping it in air or in land freight, whenever it passes, it is not under the Cameroon territorial integrity anymore. Fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow Amazonians, please share this talk show. We are going to speak only for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. This is a short talk show. Thank you so much for coming, and God bless you. This is the People's Platform, Liberation TV. Fellow brothers and sisters, after the sanction of the US to Cameroon, the economic sanctions, they also cited gross human rights violations as the bigger issue, the bigger crime of Cameroon that has made the US to sanction. Now, looking at the international politics and the past revolutions, past wars, genocide, whenever the US enacts economic sanctions on a country citing gross human rights violation, it becomes another proof to the victims that Cameroon can be sued in the International Criminal Court, ICC and ICJ, for crimes against genocide. One of the proof is that US has already ratified. That means Cameroon, that means Ambazonia now has a bigger case they cannot lose anymore. Because even the US government has given all the proof. One, the sanctioning and the eviction of Cameroon from what? From the beneficiary of the 17 billion US dollar military aid every year. Remember, at the beginning of this year, the US government also withdraw the 17 billion military aid to Cameroon. This is the money US always give to Cameroon every year as an aid, military aid, 17 billions. Cameroon was suspended from that, and this year they refused to give Cameroon that amount of money. Secondly, they also pointed to Cameroon about their gross human rights violation, killing children and women. And Issa Chiroma said it was in the sub-Saharan area, probably a Malian country. Now the US come and say, okay, you say it was a Malian sub-Saharan country, okay. The sub-Saharan benefit, the AGOA, will be taken from you. Since you say it was a sub-Sahara. So the sub-Sahara initiative that is backed by the US, Cameroon has been suspended. This is the biggest blow of a century. Biggest blow of a century. You kill the American pastor in Cameroon. Don't forget, US is a country that does not compromise when their citizen is killed anywhere on earth. The US pastor, the US missionary was killed in Cameroon. The bullet trajectory was also done, and it's proof that was from the military B, from the B infantry of Cameroon. Today, it's not a surprise to us that US is acting. We have all been wondering if the US government really care about their citizens. We've been asking questions such as the US foreign policies, and we have seen today that we are winning bigly and fatly. Fellow brothers and sisters, you may not know the effects and the consequences of the sanctions levied onto Cameroon. Cameroon has been dusted out from history. Cameroon has been flattened. Cameroon is finished. Ambazonia is gone. I can now assure you, Ambazonia now have a reason to table in the international community everywhere, even the US Congress, the reason why they want nothing but absolute independence. This is the beginning of our new freedom journey. Because we now have all the credibility, the reason why we want independence. Because our people are being killed. And now the US has confirmed about the gross human rights violation. Don't forget, there's what they call intergovernmental organization. The US government works so hard with the intergovernmental organizations. One of those organizations are CIA, the FBI, and the Amnesty International. CIA, the FBI, and the Amnesty International are the biggest, especially Amnesty International and CIA are the biggest intergovernmental organizations in US. You will now see how the government of US function. Fellow brothers and sisters, I want to thank all of you people. Remain resolute, be resistive, don't give up. Today, in Bui County, Bui State of Amazonia, in Tatum to be precise, our people were battered. A family was roasted. Father was killed and his house was set ablaze by Cameroon military. Call for calm in Tatum. I call for peace. We stand with the family. Our condolences to that family. But we want to assure the family that that is the reason we will never look back. We want to assure the family that we will continue to stand with them during this tragic period of time. We continue to stand with all Ambazonians that are suffering at this time. We continue to stand with all the bereaved families, all the victim families. We continue to stand with them in spirit, in prayers, and in every aspect of life, economically, spiritually, and financially. Fellow brothers and sisters, victims, bereaved families, you can now see the reason why we have said anytime one of us fall down, that we will never look back. The reason is because of what your families are seeing today. We will never look back at any time when any of us fall down. It is only independence. There is nothing that can pay for the life of every single citizen we lost. Our citizen, our everything. There is nothing. In fact, our oils, petrol, and minerals we are fighting for come second. Our people, the life, our citizen is the first thing. We are fighting to have our minerals, our land to give to our people. That means our people are our priority. Because the only thing we have first is our civilians, our people, our citizens. We will stand in trenches, in valleys, in rooftops, in mountains, in blocks to battle our republic out of our land. We will fight till the last man standing. We will fight till the last blood in our vein. We will never look back. God bless everyone that is here today. God bless everyone that is here today, my fellow Amazonians. Fellow Amazonians, after the U.S. sanction to Cameroon, after the U.S. economic sanctions to Cameroon along the threat zone, the Sub-Saharan Africa AGOA, Cameroon losing its eligibility, citing gross human rights violations, citing arbitrary arrest, that means illegal arrest, illegal detention, kidnapping of citizens. Cameroon immediately want to send a wave to America. They release Abdul Karim Ali. As I'm speaking right now, Abdul Karim Ali has been freed by Cameroon government. Abdul Karim Ali was freed few hours after U.S. President Trump sanctions Cameroon for gross human rights violations and arbitrary arrest. I am speaking right now. Abdul Karim Ali is a freed man. Abdul Karim Ali is our brother that went to Switzerland in the so-called Swiss talks. After holding talks with the Swiss initiative, Haiti initiative, which they claim is to talk to mediate for a long-lasting solution in Amazonia, which we have been doubting. Abdul Karim Ali coming to Cameroon to attend the so-called national dialogue. We will call it national deadlock. He was kidnapped at the doorstep of Switzerland embassy in Cameroon in Yaoundé. When he went to give the CD, the report from the Swiss Haiti preliminary talks, just in the Switzerland embassy at the doorstep in Yaoundé in Cameroon, he was kidnapped. Coupled to the fact that he was coming to attend the national dialogue so that he can also speak for his own people. Fellow brothers and sisters, that is more reason why some of us curious citizens doubt the Swiss Haiti initiative. The Swiss government or the Swiss Haiti organizers themselves did not send any letter to Cameroon. Neither did they speak like a Donald Trump of US to sanction Cameroon economically. No, they were romancing with Cameroon. After Trump, President Trump of US issuing a ban to Cameroon yesterday, starting effective January 1st, 2020. Cameroon went immediately, few hours, and held the Bible, trying to beg the US that they are now the children of God, that they are now a repentant devil, repentant Satan. Cameroon now hold the Bible in the hand. That is why they went immediately and freed Abdul Karim Ali to say that they are not doing arbitrary arrest. But then they have forgotten that Mancho BBC, pen terrorists are languishing in jail. They have forgotten how they went to Nigeria, kidnapped the leaders of Amazonia, Ayok Seseko Tabi, Tassan Wilfred, Pangalanfo, and all of them, and kept in their dungeons. Not only enough, they sentenced them to life imprisonment. They have forgotten the Benjis. They have forgotten the Benjis are still languishing in jail. Cameroon has forgotten that it is not about Kamto only. It's not even about Abdul Karim Ali only. It's about the life of the entire Amazonians. And yes, President Trump you will live long. President Trump, we wish you the second mandate. Because you have a common sense that no American president has ever had. Yesterday, I listened to President Trump speaking. And he mentioned the reason why he wants to withdraw the U.S. troops from Afghanistan, from everywhere, to seek for a long-lasting solution where no bloodshed will be recorded. I listened to Donald Trump mentioning about how they ended a peace pact in current problem with Turkey and the Kurds. Turkey has massacred the Kurds. So many lives lost. U.S. went there not to fight Turkey, neither the Kurds. They brought a peaceful resolution where no single blood was shedded. We will want to have leaders on earth that will bring peace without any shed of blood. To the American government, to the Congress, to the House, to the White House, to President Trump, we want to thank the U.S. government. We want to honor the U.S. government for the great job well done. The African Union, that is the Taliban itself, the Kikungan, the Njakatu, the Bifaga, meaning the useless African Union, as useless as the United Nations. After the U.S. sanctioned to Cameroon, the African Union now sent a delegation to look into the gross human rights violations in southern Cameroon, Amazonia. The useless African nation has been watching everything from day one. In fact, for the past 58 years, African Union has been watching everything. The former then Ghanaian president, J.R. Rawlings, has written and spoken even in the African Union. The African Pan-Africanist, Professor Paul Lumumba of Kenya, has been speaking to the African Union and reminding them about the gross human rights violation and arbitrary arrest in Amazonia, southern Cameroon. The useless African Union has been silent. The only thing they do is to come to America and dismiss and fire the African Union ambassador to the US, because the African Union ambassador to US was speaking against French activities in Africa. As useless as the African Union is, after the US sanctioned to Cameroon, the African Union now sent a delegation to go and look at the gross human rights violation. When the gross human rights violations are happening in their eyes, President Trump of US has not even gone to Africa. He is able to have credible information to enact sanctions to Cameroon. The very same African Union will dine and wine with them. As useless, as old, dilapidated and archaic as they are, our grandparents as they are, their archaic memories, they can't even think. As useless as the African Union, as the United Nations are, they now come and say we give a delegation to go and look at the gross. Get out from Amazonia, man. The African Union should get out from Amazonia. Useless as they are, the American government will stand with us. American government remain our mediator. The American government remain the only voice of Amazonia. America will stand with us, institute the democracy we want to have. America will mediate for long-lasting peace in Amazonia. We are not going to allow any country to come and colonize us again. America do not practice colonization. America does not. They fight for the freedom and democracy of people to live. Good governance, the rule of the law, and accountability. Those are the factors of the American government. We continue to stand, waiting for American government to bring us a possible referendum so our people can determine their lasting fate. God bless everyone. We are winning bigly and fatly. Rubbish the African Union. Let them take that their useless thing to Kigali. We don't need it. Useless African nation. Useless as they are. I come to say many times, I will never ever work with African Union. In fact, that African Union need to be smoked. Drain the swamp. All these useless old people. These are the very same people that have rendered Africa useless as Africa is today. They don't even know the economic potential of Africa, neither the trade. Africa is a piece of shit today because of the African Union. Useless African Union that cannot even know the macroeconomics of Africa. They allow China to come and wreck the businesses, wreck the startup, set up their business and recolonize Africa. They have in fact get Africa to China. Last year, China called them, gathered them and give them 60 billions. They took the 60 billions and get all our life, 30 years contract, 50 years contract, to China. We are going to smoke the hell China out of our country. They will go, they will pack, they will leave. No Chinese will operate in our country without our own benefit, without us seeing that first a Chinese company operating in our country, the driver, the car, the everything, feeding must be done by our people. Chinese company, when you come, you are an expatriate, only engineers. The labor must be provided by our own people. There's no way a contract will be given to China and China import their food. They will eat the food in our land. If they don't eat African food, the contract is not for them. We will not give any contract to people. They come and take all the money back to their countries. We are investing on our land. Means that any loan that we get to construct our land, that money must be spent in our land, circulate among our people. Nothing will be what we call capital flights. We will not accept any capital flight so China can come and dump those their useless half-baked products. Now, let me tell you a fact here. China is in Africa now. They are selling it very cheap because they are investing in the future. Whenever there will be no competitor for China, when they have taken all the startup, no one can compete with them. China is going to raise the prices of those useless plastics. They will double and quadruple the prices because they are the only monopoly. They become the monopoly. In 10 years from now, Africa is finished. We have to fight. Our own people must set up their startups. The businesses must enclose. If China want to insist, we throw them out of our land. How can Africa produce raw materials and Africa still have to depend on China to take the raw materials, go and beg them half? We have the raw materials and we use the worst products on earth. And then the first class product, they ship to UK, France, ship to America, Canada. And we who own the raw materials, we don't even have third class materials. They bring to us how can I call this? The end products. That means that they use the last remaining plastics to produce ours. They don't even use the first. What has China ever brought to Africa that is first class? No. They produce Apple phones in China. These Apple phones are produced in China. They bring to us choronkos. Choronkos, that's my smartphones. Why Apple phones are produced in China? Very low cost. Fellow Amazonians, we have to be the bedrock of Africa. Amazonia will never tolerate that. If I am alive, I will speak till the day they will put a trigger on my head. And I will die for the nation. So today, talk show is that we are winning bigly and fatly. Fellow Amazonian, before I end, I think I have some few minutes to end the talk show for today. Let us cross-check what is going on around the globe. Now, I got information that she was freed. She was kidnapped with General Kuraman. She was freed. She is free. In fact, I might have to talk to her in few times from now. Kuraman still remains in captivity. General Kuraman is still in captivity. And I can tell you that I know where Kuraman is. 100%. 100% I know where Kuraman is. 100%. I know where Kuraman is 100%. In fact, where Kuraman is was a group that was loyal to Sako. Loyal to Sako. I want to say here clear. But if that group is still with Sako now is what I doubt. But who created that group and endorsed that group? Sako. But now I cannot claim that Sako is still under the control of that group because Sako does not control any group in Ground Zero apart from Chris Ano and the Red Dragons. Apart from Chris Ano and the Alugais, the king of Libya, that will secure Chris Ano that has been banned by the Southern Qatar now. So I know exactly where General Kuraman is, and it's shocking, very shocking, very, very shocking who is keeping General Kuraman. General Kuraman is not under the keeping of General Arke either. It's not under the keeping of ADF. Maybe it's under the keeping of an independent force in Ground Zero. But we know who exactly is in charge. Please, we respect that person a lot. We are begging, free him. Free him, even if he's wounded. Give to us. Let us take him to hospital and treat him. We are begging, free him, please. Let us manage ours. We can kidnap somebody that was an artist, use his soul, his magical instrument to buy his materials and stand for the revolution. The same way you kidnap him is how they went and kidnapped the Godfather and Sleazy and Smoley. How they kidnapped General Arke. How they kidnapped this, blah, blah, blah. We don't want that. No matter whatever. These are human beings. Free General Kuraman, my people. Free him, because we know. And sometimes, because of the person that is keeping General Kuraman. Look at what Kuraman was doing. I want people to watch this video. Look at this person. Can you say that he was compromised? Look at, this is Brazzaville. He makes sure that Brazzaville will never see Ambaland. Make sure that the Republic did not celebrate their 20th May and 11th February. Therefore, he merits to be waived, even if he has a crime. We are still begging. Free him. It's so shameful if we go out and reveal where he is. You are doing amazing job. You are doing great job. But why you want to stand your output? Why? Free him, please. Free him. So you can watch the screen. This is General Kuraman doing great job as usual.
Your Brazzaville. As in a Brazzaville, you carry him. Hey, they don't know. Amba boy go drink today tire. I say we go drink tire today. Wanna see him? Yes, hey. Na Brazzaville. Wait. Mama no. Unless they no be General Kuraman, they don't know if pass. Fuck. Now so you can let the pass. Nobody can go pass. Kuraman, he won. They no day. They no day. They don't know. They no day.
Okay, so you people have seen General Kuraman right there. That's the reason why we are asking, please free him. Despite whatever might happen, free him. Please, free him. Free him. So, look, people are suffering. Like, how do you motivate other soldiers? You're doing a great job right there, but you can't keep another soldier despite whatever. And everything are accusations. And you know the way they accuse is the way people will start accusing you too. Free him, please. This is one thing we are saying. We don't want to come and say it out in the public. Right? So now we are going to US. In that other end where the ADF forces are doing great job. The ADF and the team are doing great work. A lot of great work, folks. Great work is going on the Amba Pin project. So we are going to show you a little bit of excerpt in 1 or 2 minutes from now. And then we are ending the talk show today. Like I said, I promise it's going to be short. So we are going now right there to Maryland. I don't know where Jordan is, but we are going to Maryland now. So people can see that. About the freedom of Abdul Karim Ali, Meton Tanka speak out. Listen to Meton Tanka right now. Hello, Milton. Hello.
Southern Cameroonians, I come to you with excellent news tonight. Our brother, our comrade, the revolutionarist, the freedom fighter, the one and only comrade Abdul Karim, the voice of the voiceless, has been released by the criminal terrorist junta of Paul Biya in Yaoundé. As I speak, Comrade Abdul is at home with his family. Fellow country people, victory is assured. Boya is near. Stay tuned. I will be back.
Okay, you got that. That was a Meton Tanka from South Africa. That was him talking, reporting from South Africa. That was Meton Tanka reporting from South Africa. He is a spokesman of Ayokse Sekotabi, IG. He was reporting from South Africa about the freedom of Abdul Karim Ali. Also, we are going right now this side to Washington DC and Maryland, United States, where the ADF AGOA is gathered with the chairman of the Amazonian Defense Forces, the VP, the Vice President of the Amazonia Governing Council, to push forward the pins in how to see to bring the firepower to ground zero to our people, how to see to help the protection of our girls and women in that initiative of the Amba Pin. We want to thank everyone that is supporting. As you are watching, the footages and the images are right from the US, well approved by the US government, this initiative. God bless everyone. You are watching pictures from Maryland. This is how it goes down there. It goes right there in Washington and Maryland, like Washington, USA. This is the Amazonian Defense Council, the chairman, Benedict Kwa. On the side, you can see is Wali on the move. Wali on the move. The event, again, as you can see, taking place is 4216 Howard Road, Bettsville, Maryland, 2070-50. That is where, right now, as I'm talking, they are bringing footages to you. You can see Grace, you can see here, the PS press secretary. You see so many wonderful. Grandma is there, Wali on the move with ADF. It's always lovely. You see our women dressed in their camouflage. Wonderful. Those beautiful images right from there. You see, they went to the airport to receive the VP, the vice president of the Amazonian Vivian Forces, right in Maryland. This is Grace and Wali on the move. Wonderful ADF. Wonderful Amba Queens. You can see they are rocking in their camouflage. ADF everywhere you go. Their hat that they wear is don't blink. A no blinking heart, a never again generation. These images and footages are coming from the USA, United States of America. This is in Maryland, USA. This is just a few minutes from the Capitol Hill, from the US Congress, from the Washington DC. You are watching Liberation TV live right now with CEO Vela Aka, the Amba Dangote. Now you are going to another footages. This one is a little bit. Let us finish here. You can see the U.S. former statesman, the U.S. former Secretary of State in Africa, Cohen. Cohen is also tweeting, and also he's rubbishing Cameroon. You can watch on your screen right now. The former U.S. Secretary of State to Africa, Cohen. You can see Cohen is writing and beefing Cameroon and saying, by removing Cameroon's duty-free access to U.S. markets under AGOA, President Trump has sent a signal to the BS regime that increased pressure will be applied if a negotiated settlement to the insurgency in the Anglophone region is not reached. What do you mean by this is that the White House is speaking and saying that if Cameroon government do not bow down to this and stop and cease fire in Amazonia, then US will have no choice than to undertake a peacekeeping mission to Amazonia. Hoorah! Bravo to all Amazonians. God bless Amazonia. Finally, the big winning is coming. The US is insisting and saying, the Secretary of State, former Secretary of State to the Africa, is saying that if Bia does not bow down to these sanctions, then the US will have no choice than to take a military sanction. God bless all Amazonia. This is winning. This is the biggest news of a century to all Amazonian forces. In fact, this is a year of victory to us. This is a beginning of winning. God bless all Amazonia in this year of the Lord. We are going to the next episode. Fellow Amazonians, we are going to listen to our sexy Amba Queens. Sexy Amba Queens from that side in Maryland, in United States. They have a mission, they have a message to pass during the launching of the Amba Pin. We are going to listen to the PS Press Secretary, Abu Free, and accompanied by Wali on the Move, who is the brain behind the financial management in this revolution. We are going to listen to them right now in Maryland, United States of America. Stay tuned. This is Liberation TV Live, broadcasting from Studio 1. There you go.
Amba and I am a no-blinking Amazonian. We are here today in Maryland for the Last Push project. And we are calling each and every one of you to join us here in Maryland and raise funds for our boys on Ground Zero. First of all, we want to thank you for all the wonderful work that you all have been doing. Here we have with us Comrade Wali on the Move, and she's excited to be here, aren't you?
I am.
Thank you so much for being here. We are so grateful for every single thing that you're doing for our boys on the ground. We appreciate all your effort. So I'm gonna pin you today with our the no blink pin. I'm calling it the no blink pin or the freedom pin.
Amazing.
Alright, so as you can see, we just pinned Comrade Wali on the Move. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. In fact, my heart just skipped a bit.
Awesome. So, fellow Ambazonians, please, we are inviting each and every one of you here in the Greater Washington area. We have the Vice President of the Ambazonian Governing Council and the Defense Chair of the ADF. They will be doing the pinning ceremony. So, wherever you are, please join us and let us raise funds for our boys on the ground so that they can get wonderful equipment to defend homeland. Hail, hail, hail the land of glory.
Wonderful, wonderful. We thank our Ambazonians, queens right there. They have never missed anything, not even a second. We want to thank them for the wonderful presentation right there, right in Maryland, United States of America. We want to thank them for the great work. Well done. Coming it now is the replacement, the appointment replacement for the gone mayor, the terrorist mayor of Buya Ekema that was sent to Satan in some few days ago. We have heard that the CPDM regime, the gangster terrorist regime of Yaoundé, have replaced by appointment. This is even against the constitution. It is against the council elections. It is against the governing body of the council elections in Cameroon, that no mayor can be appointed. It's always by election. And if anything happened, then the deputy mayor is supposed to take over. But then, because everyone has vanished to thin air, everyone left and ran away, they cannot occupy that post. They know they're going to die. CPDM has appointed one person, and that person is in the name of Evande Lionga, the mayor of Boya. Evande Lionga. This person already is about to be received. You can see from his face. From his face, you can see that he is scared. You can see his face. Looking at his face, you can see this man here is finished. He is thinking about what is going to happen. He is finished. You can see he know already that the devil is waiting for him. Oh, what happened to Ekema is going to happen to him. Oh, one more. Oh, he's gone. That's what is going on in his mind right now. That was foreign news, by the way. That is foreign news, my people. We are going down for another bigger news, because this one, our boys, we handled that. Our forces, we handled that one. That one is a showcase that we are winning bigly and fatly. Also, the Vice President of the Ambazonians Governing Council, Dr. Junos Ni, was received in America by a man of God, Wali Kiata. Let us listen to what they are about to say here during the reception ceremony in Maryland, in United States. Fellow brothers, stay tuned for this and listen to this fatly and bigly. This is Wali Kiaka. Is a man of God, a true man of God for Ambazonia. Listen to that. That is in Maryland, welcoming the VP of the Ambazonian Governing Council. This is a big news. Let us listen to that. God bless everyone as we are coming. Share and invite. Everyone should share, please. God bless you all. Thank you all.
We are glad you are here. We appreciate your sacrifice. We appreciate your tenacity. We're happy for the vision and leadership. May God continue to strengthen you, and we believe that USA Washington DC shall be a success.
Amen.
To empower you and give you the necessary tools to carry out the vision.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Amen,
I'm honored
amen.
to be in the USA. I am looking forward to meet Ambazonians and AGOCs and ADFs in the USA. This is a watershed moment in our revolution, and we're going to put here down in Ambazonia.
God bless the people that were watching. God bless you all. You have seen that was a big winning right there. That was a good move right there. You see, people are so happy to see their leader, to welcome their leader in United States, who flight and came, God standing with him. He arrived safe. That's the first prayer that we had, and the event has just kicked on right now. If you're talking at the backstage, the event is going on right now. Fellow Ambazonian, we are scrolling down to another edition, to another news. We also want to thank everyone that support our people in Konegi, because they need us right now than ever before. Now, we are going down to ground zero, and every time we come live, we have to go down to ground zero. Ground zero today, we have an active from ground zero, General RK right there, defending homeland strongly, bigly, and fatly. But before we go there, let us take an image. Then Trump has given a KO to Paul Biya. So Trump has given a KO to Paul Biya. At this time, Paul Biya is finished. because Trump has given a KO to Paul Biya. This is a KO. You can see Paul Biya is finished. You can see from his face. You can see that May looking so cute. President Trump of United States looking so awesome, very cute and handsome. You can see one man here that looks so bad. You don't want to describe this man because I don't want to commit crimes against humanity. Because if I describe this man here, you will see I will have to commit crimes against humanity. But we already know that this man here is a terrorist, is a dictator. In fact, United States have sanctioned him. He's a bad man. In fact, he's the worst people that exist in this 21st century that have made life very difficult for citizens of the world to exist. In fact, in America, so many people have run away from the West African country in Amazonia and even in La Republic because of this useless man here called Biya, a terrorist. US, thank you so much. President Trump, you are very handsome, very good president, very good hairstyle. You are very nice. We love you, President Trump. You are a wonderful human being that exists on the earth. By the way, you are a pro-life. You don't like when people don't respect life. So by the way, that one is personal opinions, but for me, I like it because, well, you want the human right, the human rights to exist. You want people to live. You want people to have freedom. So thank you so much, President Trump of the United States. We are going ahead also to listen to General Arke, who was defending homeland bigly and fatly. This is General Arke right there, defending our homeland. Please, you are watching General Arke right now. Watch your screen. Watch your screen. General Arke is defending our homeland very bigly and fatly. General Arke, please share and invite. General Arke is defending homeland today. Live footages of General Arke defending homeland bigly and fatly. Live footages, General Arke fighting and defending homeland, protecting women and children, protecting our girls from terrorists of the Republic. This is General Arke live in the bushes, fighting the enemy to drive them from burning down the houses of our poor civilians. General Arke, God bless you so much. God bless General Arke for this wonderful defense of homeland. We shall arrive because of soldiers like this. Of course, we have every reason why we fought for the freedom of General Arke. We fought for the freedom of General Arke so that things like this might never occur again. The sad news that is happening now is that a Reverend Father has just died, and a Reverend Sister also died, and their death is not linked to the struggle. But I think that if the system was working very well, good hospitals and everything, they will not die. So as you are watching on the screen right here, the untimely death of this Reverend Father and Reverend Sister. Let us go. What happened? What happened actually is that let us go to that. So here, a difficult moment for the Catholic Church arbitrary. The Bishop of the Diocese of Kumba announces the death of Father Celestine Diang SD, priest of the diocese who was receiving treatment in St. Mary's Hospital, Alakuma. The second news is that the provincial supervisor of the Tertiary Sisters of St. Francis has announced the sudden death of Reverend Sister Anastasia Veshigi. He is from Bui State of Amazonia in So. She is said to have collapsed and died during the early hours of 1st of November 2019. Funeral arrangements of both are yet to be made known. May their gentle soul rest in perfect peace. This is Sister Veshi Anastasia and Reverend Father Celestine. These are them on the screen. As you can see, that is the sad news for today. Sister Veshi, rest in peace. Reverend Sister. Father Celestine, Father Celeste, rest in peace. Reverend, rest in peace, and we shall meet again. Also, another sad news that is coming is from Bui County, that side of Tatum. In Tatum, our civilian was killed. His house was set ablaze by the terrorist militia of Port Biya. This happened in Tatum. We are standing with them at this trying moment of time. You can see the civilian population are carrying the dead one going to be buried. These are most challenging moments for the people of Tatum in Bui State of Amazonia. We start with them during this most challenging period of time. You can see the population. The population is saddened. Population is watching the house of the man that has just been shot, killed, with disbelief, dismay, desperity. with a lot of dissatisfaction how a terrorist militia of Bia can do this to the people, innocent people of Amazonia. President Trump is right to have sanctioned Cameroon from the US markets. More sanctions keep coming. So many sanctions are coming in the weeks ahead. You know, when America starts, because America also urged every country and the European Union and the European countries to also sanction Cameroon. And you all know that many countries are allies of the US government. So we expect the allies of the US government, the countries like the Saudi Arabia, to sanction Cameroon. Countries like the Qatari, the Emirates, you know, the countries like Italy, to sanction the Cameroon in all aspects of life. So fellow Amazonians, our people continue to bleed the terrorist works of Cameroon, but we will never give up, because the reason why we came to this revolution is because of that, because of the suffering of our people. We will continue to stand together as a people. Our flag one day must be honored. Our flag one day, God will hear our prayer. You can see as a terrorist stand here, one day they shall stand at attention. They stand here to take pictures of our flag. As they stand here to take the pictures of our flag, one day these are Cameroon terrorists taking the pictures of our flag. One day they will bow to this flag. Fellow Amazonians, never give up. This is Liberation TV one-on-one with Major General Vela. The People's Platform, Liberation TV, is your voice, the voice of Amazonia. Coming up next week, we have opened to the public. Make short videos of 3 minutes, not more than 5 minutes. 3 minutes in your dialect, in your country talk only. Make short videos or audios. We shall take them and cook in this studio, send to you, and then you put it in the media platforms of your states, of your blogs. We will share it also and broadcast it live. Wednesday is the day that I will be cooking videos and short audios. Please send it directly to the People's Platform. You can see the WhatsApp is +1 786 630 Send it directly to the People's Platform, Liberation TV at +1 WhatsApp group, WhatsApp on the texting through WhatsApp, +1 786 630 Send that, I will cook it out. We will make the videos into reality and send it out there in the dialect, in country talk only, because we want our people to good communication skills, where our grandmothers and grandfathers can understand what we are saying very well, because sometimes they don't understand Pidgin, neither English, neither do we even speak anything like that. I'm a countryman. We are just keeping it real. This is Liberation TV. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for staying strong and staying together in this spirit. To everyone that shared, please continue to share, continue to invite, share in all your WhatsApp platforms, in all your Facebook chat groups, in all your Facebook platforms, so our people continue to hear the news. By the way, we are winning bigly and fatly. We are just keeping it real. This is Major General Vela, the CEO, the richest Amazonia, the youngest, richest Dangote, keeping it real with Liberation TV. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping it real. And see you again another day as we are winning bigly and fatly. We give thanks to Trump. Don't forget to buy your Amba Pins. Don't forget to order your Amba Pins. Amba Pins is going viral, approved by the US government. The event has been approved by the US government. Amba Pin, Amba Pin. Don't forget, get your Amba Pin. It is something you cannot afford to lose. Everyone is getting their Amba Pins, approved by the US government. The event is going on right now. Get your Amba Pins. Goodbye.